That just turned into a fun.
Alright, well, I need a, looks like 1/2 inch, maybe 7/16, looks like 1/2 inch. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're working on a 1996 Ford F250. It's got the 460 in it, and it intermittently runs, starts, doesn't start, doesn't run. And we changed the cap and rotor. Today we're going to change the ignition pickup. Goes inside the distributor. I personally have never had one of these go bad because I've never worked on early this year Ford, but on Chevys they go bad all the time. They're a little flat metal thing that goes down inside the distributor. When they get hot, they'll start, go off, they'll start. Intermittently they just won't start. So, but I've never actually had to replace one on a Ford. So anyway, this will be our first time, and we'll see if this fixes the problem or not. These little screws are the ones I always lose, because you never have anywhere to put them. So you have to take out this little metal cover here. And you want to kind of pay attention to how it goes in, although it will only go in one way. We're not moving the distributor, we're not rotating the engine or anything, so it will only go in one way, but still, always just pay attention to how you take things apart. And then we need to take, there's a top ring, plastic ring, that we have to take off, and there's 2 bolts there. I think it's bigger. See anything else, so I was holding that down. Oh, are you serious?
How does that come off?
How does that come off of there?
It's actually professionals.
Gnomes. Alright. I don't know how that comes off. It requires a drink of Pepsi. So I just watched a YouTube video, and there's a guy whose video I found who said he had not been able to find any videos really on YouTube that talked about how to replace this. But he did show us how to replace it. You've got to pull the whole distributor out, remove the gear off the bottom of it, and then the whole center shaft comes out of the distributor. And then you can replace the little pickup coil underneath it and put it all back together and put the distributor back in. Obviously, biggest concerns, getting your timing right, you know, not getting it out of time. Make sure you line it all back up when you're done. So I'm not going to go through the process of getting the engine top dead center or doing any of that, because as long as you mark your distributor, you mark where everything is, so that when you put it back together, you keep it, you know, in the same orientation, you should be fine. If we mess up and don't get it back in the right orientation, then we'll go through the process of pulling out this #1 pin, so spark plug, rotating the engine to top dead center, and lining it all up again. But I think I can do it without having to go through that whole process. So wish us luck. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't know if that's really going to matter, but try to make a mark straight off the distributor, straight onto the engine block there. Then we're also going to Try to figure out how we can just line this up straight there, straight there. Now when we take the gear off the bottom, we'll make sure everything's lined up and look and see, make marks on it too. Just wiggle it and pull and it'll come right out.
Smallest skinny one.
That one will work.
No. Good. Just that fine. Could have been better to buy a whole unit.
Didn't indicate there was anything else holding that on.
I don't think there is.
Well, that one moved.
A few hours later.
So we attempted to take the gear off of there, but it is on there so tight that it was not moving. So Dad opted just to get a new one. So instead of replacing that piece, we're just gonna put a whole new one on. Now, the trickiest point, or the trickiest part, is going to be just getting everything lined up the way it was before. Getting it down in there, but I'm pretty sure we can figure it out. Maybe. That's in the way. We'll take that one, so we'll take that. Somewhere in that fashion. So we started it, but you can tell from the sputtering that it was not quite timed right. So I'm just making a couple of little finite adjustments to see if I can get it timed without having to line it up and do it the proper way.
I do have a timing light out there too.
No, it's not timing that way. There's supposed to be an alignment tool. You put this in there, you line your rotor up with number 1, which is that one, and then there's an alignment tool supposedly that goes down through that hole into the hole in the distributor. And then that's where you line it up. So you basically get it in and then you just twist it a little bit as you need so that this lines up. Which is basically a drill bit that's of the right size, but if I can't get it, we might have to use that.
Backfiring a little bit there.
It's getting worse instead of better.
Yeah.
Guess I need to go the other direction.
Let's see. What I did is I put the new cap on each wire I put on separately.
Yeah, on your cap. And it's going to number 2. Or number 5.
What I did is I put the new one on.
Yeah, I know.
I tipped the other one up.
Somehow I just switched those 2. Everything else was fine, just those 2. So we found that when we had changed the cap and rotor, somehow 2 spark plug wires had been switched, which was what was causing our major miss. Once we put them in the right direction, in right order, and then we checked all the rest of them, starts up, idles great, revved it, had tons of power, responded like I would expect. Everything seems to be working perfectly, so we'll go take it for a drive and test it all out that way. But that's pretty much it. If it continues to give us problems, then we'll go through the process of timing it, or not timing it, but basically aligning the distributor properly. But I think it's gonna be just fine. So anyway, we appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.